will say that it's probably not done intentionally, but sometimes they paint themselves into a corner, and it's like the only way to get out of it is to kind of hit Control-Alt-Delete. And you got to remember, this is our third showrunner. So what the previous showrunner may have established has kind of maybe painted this particular showrunner into a corner, and he's got to figure out a way to get out of it.
Yeah, and I actually touched on that in my private, talking about how Kripke and Danny...
He talks to his private a lot about mythology.
Anyways, when I was touching my private...
Which apparently also has issues with the mythology of the show.
Isn't that right? No, in my private Q&A... I touched on the first two showrunners, Kripke and Sarah. They each kind of had to write a closing to the show because they didn't know that it was going to keep going and going and going. So they did inadvertently paint a few corners that they walked straight into, not knowing that we were still going to go. Like Kripke was like, I hope we get 3 years. I hope we get 1 season, you know? And so he was writing a show, and inevitably we had to make some rules, and now we're breaking them. And I don't love it. Inevitably we find out, like we were talking about, have we shown the, yeah, that was the one with Sam and Dean, got our fake Sam and Dean. Yeah. And we were like, well, how come the holy water didn't work? We're like, well, it was fake holy water, you know, Kevin doesn't know. So they figured out a way that, even though a lot of times it seems the mythology has been broken, there is some way that it could have been, there could have been a scene where we're poisoning something or something gets cracked. There are a few times we've had to break it. We do not like that, but we'd rather the show keep going, I think.
Yeah, unfortunately, after shooting 172 episodes, sometimes the writers have to take some creative liberties, and so just bear with us.
I'm going to go in the back row. You've had your hand up all. Yes, you. Yes. Because you were holding it was so sad, wasn't it? Your arm was faltering and the other one saved it.